Hey guys, James here. Welcome back. Here we are inside the house. Exciting times. In this video, you're actually going to see us starting to fit the house out. We've got all our plumbing and electrical services in, and we're going to start taking some of our insulation and installing that in our walls and ceilings throughout the house. Now, what I'll do is I'll talk you through some of the products that we're using and in what rooms and why, and then after that, we'll move on to some of our plasterboard. So, enjoy this video. Okay, now I mentioned before there's a few various products we're going to use. Now in this room here, this is our office. We're going to be doing a little bit of recording. My wife does a bit of podcasting. I do the YouTube edits and things like that. So we want this room to be nice and quiet. So we've gone for the sound break in this room, which is just a different type of bat that works mainly for acoustics. You've still got your thermal, but it also keeps everything nice and quiet. So we're going to do a combination of the sound break in here, and then we're also going to put a sound stop board on here so that we try and make this acoustically comfortable as possible. So let's start popping this in the walls. Alright, so you can see behind me all the ceiling battens are going up. The guys are just spacing those out at full centres so that we can basically put our ceiling plasterboard up. Once we get this in place, then we're going to be putting up some of our insulation as well too. Take a shake. Okay, now I mentioned I was going to speak to you about the products that we used. Now basically, I don't have the other bat here, but the standard wall insulation that we use pretty much throughout the whole house, that was the R25. Now when I say R25, that refers to the thickness of the bat. So that finishes up at 90 millimeters thick, which is the same thickness as all our wall frames throughout. So that just fits inside there comfortably. And that's really for the thermal properties. So we try to take that as high as we could throughout the whole house so that we've got good exterior insulation because we've only got a weatherboard clad house. So trying to keep it as cozy as possible. So like I said, that went in every single wall externally and all the internal walls except for the ones that we put the sound break into. Now the sound break here is also an R25 bat, so it still finishes 90 millimeters thick, but it's a denser board. So you feel it when you take it out of the bag, it's quite hard. The reason for that is that gives it the acoustic properties, and we've put that into our office, our media room, and also in some of the walls in the main bedroom. The main bedroom backs onto the kitchen, so it's high traffic sort of area, so it could be quite noisy. So that combined with some sound stop board should give us the acoustics that we need sort of throughout the property. So the sound break, and then the last one was the ceiling insulation. So that's the R4.1. We have plenty of ceiling cavity space. So this one finishes up at 190 millimeters or 195 millimeters thick once it's out of the bag. So that combined with the roof blanket that we've got under our colour bond should make that well insulated. Again, being up here in Queensland, you get some of those really hot days with the direct heat. Try and keep it as cozy as possible inside this house if we can. That combined probably with our ducted air conditioning should just take the edge off on some of those really sort of stinking hot days. So there you go guys, that's the product. It's pink bats, Australian made, been around since the 1950s, made out of about 85% recycled material, which is a lot of it's glass. So yeah, a good product, happy to put it throughout the whole house. So hopefully we're going to be nice and toasty in winter and cool in summer. So there you go guys, that's all our insulation in the house. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, like or subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to follow us on all our social media channels as well. Alright guys, so stay tuned because coming up next we're going to have all our plasterboard installation taking place as well. Alright, I'll catch you next time.